minute-to-minute basis. Your life won't change substantively no matter good, bad. If something good happens, it's not going to affect you substantively. Something bad happens, it's not going to affect you substantively because there's just only so many things that can happen over a certain period of time. You have to go through a process. So even the repeal of the Affordable Care Act health insurance, the process of repealing it is thought to going to take 18 months to 2 years. And so right now, everything is cool. Everything is the same. If you have health insurance under the Affordable Care Act and the date for signing up is the last day of this month, next Tuesday, so you need to go to that website, healthcare.gov, or call a navigator to get you that health care. If you already have it, you signed up, nothing changes. If you have Medicaid, nothing changes. If you have Medicare, unaffected by the Affordable Health Care Act, nothing changes. So, we are good. We back to DEFCON 5. We don't have to, worry that, the world is coming to an end. It's not. So, that DEFCON system 5 is just chillaxing. Everything is good. We just monitoring. DEFCON 1 is something bad about to happen. So, DEFCON 5, that's where we are right now.
Yeah, DEFCON 5 means we need to be aware and alert. All right? But hopefully that's what you are every day. That's what you are every day, so that you will pray not to be prey. Pray not to be prey. One thing I also want to talk to you about, Dr. Kai, is losing weight, okay? Because seeing how your health is your wealth, let's talk about obesity and being overweight. And what can we do about that? Because that is something that weighs on the scales to increase our health care premiums, is obesity and diabetes.
It's one of those things they call
it
hypertension. Biometrics. Now, they tell you to go to your doctor and get yourself measured, and we're going to give you a $100 gift card. What you don't know is that they're gathering data on you they're going to use is going to come back to haunt you at another point. But right now, obesity gives you a bad vision. When you hear the word, you think bad things, and it's just a medical term that's based on your BMI, or body mass index. Now, a BMI between 35 and 40 is overweight, and a BMI greater than 40 is obesity. But it just is an indication as to how much weight you need to lose. And everybody, most adults got that same, 15 to 30 pounds that they struggle to fight and that they have to lose on a regular basis. But then you got people who need to lose more than that. As you know, Dr. Collier has been on the forefront of weight loss with my entire product line, the Lipo Drops product line. We started off with just the Lipo Drops. When you hear the term, the medical weight loss, they're talking about a compound that does a couple of things, but the main thing is it's a combination of amino acids that your body lacks and that prevents you from losing weight. And when you get those amino acids replaced, and that previous replacement was only by injection, which means you had to go to the doctor's office, you had to get the shots, and you had to go at least once a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks, but the headache and hassle of going to the doctor's office. And what that does is, let's say you lose 15 pounds. Mm-hmm. When you lose 15 pounds...
I feel good when I lose 15 pounds.
Oh, yeah, but everybody does. When you lose 15 pounds under traditional calorie restriction methodologies, and calorie restriction is Jenny Craig, quick weight loss, and one of other 13 different strip mall weight loss programs. And let me tell you something. They all work. If you do what they tell you to do, exactly the way they tell you to do it, you will lose weight. The problem is that as soon as you stop doing it, you gain all the weight back. And that yo-yo dieting creates a problem, and this is what that problem is. Let's say you lose 15 pounds. Mm-hmm. 10 pounds of that 15 pounds is going to be fat, and 5 pounds of that 15 pounds is going to be muscle. There's a 2-to-1 ratio of fat to muscle. But the problem is that if you gain it back, you're going to gain back all fat.
Wow.
So every time you yo-yo up and down your weight, you change your body composition. You increase your body fat, you decrease your body's muscle mass, and that results in poor health, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes. That's all weight-based. So when you get that higher percentage of fat, your health becomes at risk. So what the Lipo Drop product does is make your weight loss virtually 98% fat only. So worst case scenario, you lose the weight and you gain it back, you're no worse off than you were. But if you maintain the Lipo Drops product, you'll continue to keep that weight off and continue to lose more. So that's the key about that. The great thing about the lipo drops, it's the same medication that you were getting in the injection. It goes under your tongue like a nitroglycerin tablet. You hold it under your tongue, the liquid, half a ml, for 2 minutes, and then you can either swallow it or spit it out. And what happens is it metabolizes that fat, and you lose fat from places that you cannot traditionally exercise it away from, like under your chin, across your back. Your waist size goes down. The saddlebags on the outside of your thighs, the inner thighs as they rubbing together, all of that just melts away. So that is, it is almost a miracle in the way that this modifies your metabolism and makes you burn fat. It makes you lose weight. And it's readily available. And it's not a secret. We've been talking about it for at least 5 years now. We want to make sure that you take advantage of it. You can find out all the information about all of our weight loss product lines on my website, lipodrops.com, LIPODROPS.com, just like it sounds. And what we found out, Dr. Jackson, after doing this for a while, is that everybody's not the same, amazingly enough. You got young people, you got old people, you got men, you have women, you have people that need to lose less than 30 pounds, you got people that need to lose more than 30 pounds. You got people that want to lose as much as they can, as quickly as they can, and you got people that want to lose slow, steady over a longer period of time. So we have put together various weight loss packages that are called the Jumpstart package and the blue package and the green package, depending upon what your needs are. You can go to that website and do a free weight loss analysis. You answer some questions about your lifestyle, what you eat, how much exercise you get, etc. And then the computer will analyze you and recommend a program to optimize your weight loss and give you what it is exactly that you need. And we found out that when you customize a weight loss program like that, you have, one, more success, and two, longer lasting success. Because I don't need to tell somebody to do something that they're only going to do for a couple of weeks until they go to the class reunion or in somebody's wedding or whatever, and then they're going to stop doing all of that. All of our programs are made for regular people. We're not talking about, going on some strict, calorie restriction like on The Biggest Loser. You don't have to go to the gym and work out for 6 or 8 hours a day. That's not what regular people do. And if you didn't know it, Dr. Jackson, let me tell you this. On that show, The Biggest Loser, every contestant they have ever had, including the winners for each season, have all gained the weight back that they lost.
Wow.
They had people going in there over 400 pounds. They lost down to like 160. And they gained it all back, all except two. One has maintained a very healthy lifestyle and is just to be applauded. The other had gastric bypass to keep the weight off, and to this point has kept it off. Mm-hmm. But everybody else, more than 98% of the time, well, all but literally 1-2 of them have gained all that weight back that you saw them lose. So that shows you that that type of intervention is not how you successfully lose weight and keep the weight off. I tell people I can get weight off of you quickly and I can get a lot of it off you. But I'm more concerned as to where you're going to be in 6 months. I want you to still have lost that weight, and I also want you to be happy and healthy in your weight loss lifestyle. It just requires some modifications of your metabolism.
All right.
So you've lost the weight now. Now, how you stay healthy?
Well, I have tried those lipo drops a year or so ago when Dr. Collier suggested them to me, and it also turned me on into more functional medicine. So Dr. Jackson has a product that he has tried that I have gotten excellent results with. It is called Healthy Cell Pro, because the key to your health begins on a cellular level. This formulation is an advanced broad-spectrum nutrition foundation for cell health. It includes all the multivitamins and minerals that you need, in addition to 90-plus protective phytonutrients, which are basically natural-based products that increase your cell health and function. Because a lot of times as we age, our cells, different things happen. First of all, the genes that are in your cells that replicate over a period of time, they don't make perfect replications, so these cells are just out of function. Well, this Healthy Cell Pro, and what I like about it, it's a morning formula and a night formula. The morning formula supports energy and increases your focus. The evening formula helps you get a restful sleep, and it does a lot of cell repair while you sleep.
So you take your morning formula, your brain is functioning at its highest level, so you are really focused and you can get a lot of things done.
You know me, Dr. Carr, you know I'm a dentist. You treated me for aches and pains. Well, I still have an occasional knee problem or whatever. When some days, like the last 2 or 3 days when they had the weather changes, barometric pressure and whatnot, I felt that stiffness or a little ache. I was tempted to take an anti-inflammatory, but I took my vitamins, and I didn't have to take anything. Okay, and definitely going to sleep at night, there is no problem.
So your Healthy Cell Pro supplements, not just vitamins, these are supplements, and they're phytonutrients, which means they're plant-based. And so that evening formula actually allows for cell repair, rejuvenation of cells, and repair at night while you're sleeping. So you wake up younger and in better shape than you were when you went to sleep that night, because these cells they promote, again, the regeneration of cells. The aging process is the degeneration of cells. When your cells die and they're not replaced at the same rate that they had been when you were younger. And so your body eventually starts to get older and older and look older and older and feel older and older. It starts to break down. But when you repair those cells by regeneration, you're getting brand new cells just like you did when you were 18, 16, adolescents.
Right.
And so you look better, you feel better. Your body is now healed and repaired versus just calmed down, which is what an anti-inflammatory would do for those joint problems you described.
Right. Absolutely.
So we talking about not just looking good, this is feeling good, but being physiologically better. You are your body is improved. You're setting back the clock. The time is no longer marching forward. You are no longer aging. You are aging in reverse. You Benjamin Button here.
Right.
You looking good.
Absolutely. And for those of you who want information about that, you can call my office, 404-681-3834. I will have it up on my website pretty soon by the time of the next broadcast. But I want people to try this product. I am extremely confident that you'll like it and that it'll be something that's part of your regimen. Because, a lot of times when we eat these days, like you say a lot, there's too many food deserts, but no real food. We got GMO products and just empty calories and nutrition. Full of calories and no nutrition, fast food areas. And this is what we subsist on, and this kind of helps contribute to the aging process.
Yeah, garbage in, garbage out. If you're not giving your body the nutrients, the building blocks that are necessary to rebuild healthy cells, you living off what's rolling on the rollers at the 7-Eleven store that's been there all day, every day. But because it's $2 for $1, that's what you're getting. It's cheap and it's readily available when you need fruits and vegetables in your diet. That's what we're talking about. If you cannot eat the right things or you just don't like those things, then you need to get supplements in another way. And that's what the Healthy Cell Pro line does. It gives you those nutrients as if you were eating a healthy diet every day, and you're getting it in just 2 capsules, the morning formulation and the evening formulation. I tell you, Dr. Jackson, I'm going to start taking it. I'm going to report on it. And don't get mad if Dr. Kai starts feeling too good, because he's going to be out there doing the boogie woogie.
Yeah, he might be doing the James Brown. How about that?
He does that.
But you still do it, Dr. Kai. I've known Dr. Kai for it seemed like a lifetime, and when I look at him, all I see is a pool of energy moving all the time. It gets me tired watching him sometimes. All right.
Watch me.
But
watch me.
All right, let's say you've lost the weight, and now we have certain things that we're going to be informing our listeners about not just how to look good, but feel good. We got to stick with the intake, input, output, like you said. If we don't eat the right foods, if we don't chew our food properly so that it's like a paste by the time we swallow anything that we eat, it should be a paste or a bolus. It should be easily swallowed without water or liquids. And if you find that you're doing that you've got to drink a lot of liquids, that means you're eating too fast or you don't have enough teeth to make your food into a paste or bolus. And if you do that, what happens is that you put a lot of stress on your digestive system. and that could lead toward on the output. The bowels don't come out like they should. You may have constipation. You're doing a lot of, hey! Okay, when you're sitting on that porcelain guard there.
Straining. You should not have to strain to have bowel movement.
Okay, if you have constipation, is it possible that while you're trying to pass a bowel that your blood pressure may go up if it's
that's what killed Elvis Presley. He had a heart attack while sitting on the toilet straining, trying to get rid of those peanut butter and banana sandwiches. And so that happens often, particularly to the elderly people. If they have to strain their bowel movement, that's why some of them are placed on stool softeners routinely. But it's nothing that a good, healthy diet that's high in fruit and vegetables, high in fiber would do. But you also have to drink enough water to keep the lining of the colon moist and mucousy so that it can slide through. And oftentimes as we get older, going to the bathroom becomes a problem. You either can't control your bowel or bladder, or it just hurts your hips and your knees getting up going to the bathroom so much. So people start restricting their fluid intake. They stop drinking water, and that's when they get the constipation. So one of the products that we have in our product line is called the Lipo Cleanse, and it is a natural supplement. It is not a laxative, but what it does do is allow you to have large, easy to pass bowel movements that are contained.
It ain't gonna be too easy.
No, it's not gonna be easy. You have total control at all times.
I don't want it to come out too easy.
Doesn't give you that uncontrolled, gotta hurry up and run to the bathroom issue. When you sit and you pass some of these laws, you're gonna be shocked and surprised at the volume and what's in it, because it's gonna detoxify your liver and your bloodstream. And so all those bad things that come out that have been floating around in your blood and filtered through your liver, they all come out and be clear. And so you will find that your bowel movements are large. Like I said, they're fragrant. They're not as foul as they had been traditionally. And your health just feels better because you're passing bad things out.
All right. Well, I love that right there. We're getting ready to come to the end of this broadcast. Tune in, listeners, because your health is important. We're going to not just talk about health issues. We're going to talk about holistic, functional medicine to be able to have that Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers. We want to be able to age gracefully or in reverse. And yes, it is possible.
Still be well-dressed, still be slim, trim, lean, and mean, and still be dancing.
All right. That concludes another broadcast. Tune in every second and fourth Wednesday right here, 1480 WYZE. Why, Dr. Collier?
Because your health
is... Why?
Because your health is important. With Lipo Drops.
Enjoyed today's conversation with Drs. Miller J. Collier and Marlon V. Jackson. For further information regarding medical information, contact family physician Dr. Miller J. Collier. Call 770-948-5400 for questions on how to make your smile the best part of you. Contact family dentist Dr. Marlon B. Jackson. Call 404-681-3834. Remember, the legend continues. Health care is a right, but good health is a blessing. Tune in every second and fourth Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. right here on WYZE, because your health is important. You better know it.
WYZE proudly presents the WYZE Live Throwback Gospel Concert Series, presenting Hezekiah Walker live at Morehouse College. This concert was recorded in 1994 on the campus of Morehouse College.